on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Green, and that one is good with the extra effort. On the glass. Green's got his first 2 points. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Picked by Lee. Thomas with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Lee, a screen on Thompson. And Thomas, here we go. And Thompson sends it back. And here they go. And the dunk by Barnes.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Thomas dishes to Lee. Here's Thompson. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Three-pointer, and Harrison Barnes gets the three. Barnes has got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
There's a good screen. Zeller, a screen on Thompson. Screen by Lee. Here's Bradley. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The defender was looking for answers after that move. Beautifully done, easy layup.
Freak kicks to Spates. And here's Barnes for 3. Here's Freak. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Bradley passes to Thomas. Back to Bradley. Tries from 10. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
They set the pick. Zeller, a screen on Thompson. Thomas goes in. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Thomas.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Freak kicks to Green. The feed to Freak. Back to Green. Spates sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Nobody near Barnes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to New York.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Freak kicks to Spates. And the wide open shot from Green. And Boston with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Outside Thomas. Now the dish to Lee. Can't get it to go.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Freak. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Freak's got his second basket of the night. Celtics trail by 6. Lee sets a screen for Thomas. To the middle. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. Picked by Zeller. And it's Bradley off the drive. Nice D from Freak. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Barnes. And it's Golden State with another.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month. Freak number 1.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Olenek, he's checked in for Zeller. Johnson comes in for Lee. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Here's Johnson. And just miss after miss right now.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Freak dishes to Thompson. Spates sets a screen. From the wing. Off the left rim and out.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Olenek. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Thomas with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Thomas goes in the corner, Crowder with it. Boston, no good that time either.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And Thompson kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Spates. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Thomas kicks to Smart. Johnson the screen. Johnson sends the screen for Smart. Back to Thomas. Tries to snap the cold streak. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Pass to Smart. Johnson sends the screen for Smart. And stolen by Freak. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Celtics trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Freak with it. He has 6. Here's Thompson. Crowder pulls it in. Boston's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Thompson. Smart kicks to Thomas. With some arc. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Thomas got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics.
Looking now at the numbers for Thomas. he's been a factor for them over the last month. He's putting up about 21 points per, 7 assists in just over. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Rozier, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Spates. Smith comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. And Curry subbed in for Thompson. Outside Curry. And Freak throws it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And the basket by... Rozier.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Pass to Iguodala. Softly drops in the floater. Iguodala's got his first points of the night.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
There's a screen. Here's Olynyk.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in scoring. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And so Olynyk nails both of them. Warriors leading by 6. Right side Curry. He kicks to Freak. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Nice shot by Smart.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Kept alive. Ezeli lays it up and banks it in.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And stolen by Freak. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And counted. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
Here's Rozier. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the second free throw, good. Warriors leading by 9. Curry passes to Freak. From deep, Iguodala. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me. And that's the call we should.
And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and
almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a...
A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Celtics foul.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested. Quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Freak in at shooting guard. Ezeli is out there with Smith. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He ended with 32 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. This was just the game he needed to snap the cold spell he was in. That has to be a major relief for his team, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spile. No doubt about it.
Thomas against Curry. Thomas dishes to Lee. Fires from 18. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense here from Freak. Warriors leading by 13. Outside Curry. Here's Freak. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Outside Bradley. Picked by Lee. Bradley kicks to Crowder. Now here's Zeller. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Just 2 to shoot. No good from Lee.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill. Didn't give him a chance.
On the wing, Iguodala. Defended by Crowder.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Warriors have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
Going against Iguodala has been a big issue for them. He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Ezeli. Green comes in for Smith. And it's Thompson in for Steph Curry. Outside Thomas. They shoot again. Green with the block. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Right side Bradley. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The shot by Spates. Nobody around. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Thomas, here we go. Here's Lee. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Lee's got his second basket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 16 points for Freak.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
To the paint, here's Spates. Banked in off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 16.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Thomas, here we go. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the Celtics making a change here. Maggetti's checked in. It's Thomas outside. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Freak. He's got 16 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Lee passes to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Crowder. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Now, Freak. 32 points for him last game against Miami. Kicks it to Thompson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Thompson against Thomas. Picked by Lee. Here's Bradley. Warriors with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Well, for the past month, it's been quite a three-point shooting display for these small forwards. Just check out their percentages from long range. You look at Crowder, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the 3.
Smart dishes to Thomas. Picked by Lee. Smart kicks to Lee. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires from deep. Smart misses.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help.